Let's pick it right back on up. Come on. Oh. Open the door. Thank you. Everything should be over here, I believe. Yep. Got a Dracolisk. And a schematic. And an ass staff. Resources. Anything here that isn't resources? I don't think so. We should have completed all the regular missions right now. Yeah. That's fine.
Inquisitor.
You do it, lady. Do 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 do. We're at 30 out of 90. That's fine for me. All right. Now let's continue what we were doing, which was the Western Approach. We were actually gonna do the last main mission, I believe. We should have completed everything else, so. Confirm. I dislike the new look for the Herlock Alpha. Not much I can do about it, though. 'Tis not my design, after all. I don't want to take damage before we head and do the main quest in this area, so... we will go the slow way, I guess. Hello, hello. Hello. Everybody's saying hello. How's everyone doing tonight? Yep.
I'm glad you made
Indeed
it,
they were.
Inquisitor. I fear they've already started the ritual.
Blood magic.
I'm doing alright.
You can smell it. Or see the corpses.
Yeah. It was rude.
You take point. I'll guard your backs.
I dismissed the reward thing when I saw it pop up.
Wait! No.
Warden Commander Clarel's orders were clear.
This is wrong!
Remember your oath. In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In death,
I'm sorry.
sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Good. Now bind it just as I showed you. Inquisitor, what an unexpected pleasure. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, at your service.
You are no warden.
But you are. The one Clarel let slip. And you found the Inquisitor and came to stop me. Shall we see how that goes?
What do you mean, fair? Oh, I think I know.
Wardens, this man is lying to you. He serves an ancient Tevinter Magister who wants to unleash a blight.
That's a very serious accusation. Let's see what the Wardens think. Wardens?
What happened
hands
to the illegal
up.
business in the sewers? They got crow
Hands
busted.
down.
They did indeed
Corypheus
get
has taken
crow
their mind.
busted.
They did this to themselves.
Thank you
See,
for the
Cory
resub
had
for
the Wardens terrified.
64 months. Crazy.
Even to Vinter.
Yes, and since it was my master who put the calling into their little heads, we in the Venatori were prepared.
What do you mean you're
I went
disappointed?
to Clarel full of sympathy, and together we came up with a plan. Raise a demon army.
Oh,
march
because it
into
was
the
so,
gods, and kill
delayed.
the old
I see,
gods
I see.
before they wake.
Well, I'm glad it popped. It was well worth it.
Corypheus marching across Orlais with an army of demons. That was in the future I saw at Redcliffe.
And now you know how it begins. Sadly for the Wardens, the binding ritual I taught their mages has a side effect. They're now my master's slaves. This was a test. Once the rest of the Wardens complete the ritual, the army will conquer Thedas.
Do you really want to see the world fall to the Blight? What do you get out of this?
The Elder One commands the Blight.
I think
He's not commanded by it.
Twitch was
like
delayed.
the mindless darkspawn. The Blight is not unstoppable or uncontrollable. It is simply a tool.
No, Livius, you're the tool.
As for me,
No, Livius,
while the
you're
Elder
the
One
tool.
rules from the Golden City, we, the Venatori, will be his god kings here in the world.
So Corypheus influenced the Wardens and made them do this ritual.
Made them? No. Everything you see here, the blood sacrifices to bind the demons, the Wardens did it of their own free will. Fear is a very good motivator, and they were very afraid.
That's a lie. The Grey Wardens are heroes. They would never do this willingly.
The Grey Wardens care about nothing save stopping blights. They will do anything to accomplish that. You should have seen Clarel agonize over the decision. Burdens of command, I suppose.
Why would the Wardens try to kill the old gods?
A blight happens when darkspawn find an old god and corrupt it into an archdemon. If someone fought through the deep roads and killed the old gods before they could be corrupted, woof, no more blights, ever. The Wardens sacrificed their lives and saved the world. Although I fear history will remember them a little differently now.
Why would Clarel risk using demons?
Demons need no food, no rest, no healing. Once bound, they will never retreat, never question orders. They are the perfect army to fight through the deep roads. Or across Orlais. Now they are bound to my master.
Release the Wardens from the binding and surrender. I won't ask twice.
No, you won't. The Elder One showed me how to deal with you in the event you're foolish enough to interfere again. That mark you bear, the anchor that lets you pass safely through the veil, you stole that from my master. He's been forced to seek other ways to access
He's
the
been
veil.
forced.
When I bring him your head, his gratitude will be...
Ragdolled.
that very well.
You were correct. Through their ritual, the mages are slaves to Corypheus.
And the Warden warriors? Oh, of course. It's not real blood magic until someone gets sacrificed.
Yep.
Eremon's lied to the Wardens. They were trying to prevent future blights.
With blood magic and human sacrifice.
The Wardens were wrong, Hawk, but they had their reasons.
All blood mages do. Everyone has a story they tell themselves to justify bad decisions. And it never matters.
They
In
did
the end,
Hawk's
you are
model
always
so
alone
badly
your
in this
actions.
one. Because I usually
believe
go
I
with the
know where the
default
Wardens
Hawk
are.
model in the beginning.
Erimond fled in that direction. There's an abandoned Warden fortress that way. Adamant.
I guess they didn't want to summon a demon army out in public.
The Warden and I will scout out Adamant and confirm that the other Wardens are there. We'll meet you back at Skyhold.
Meet you back at Skyhold. Yes. Yeah. The Hawk model. Meh, that's just to turn that in, so... Do, 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 do. Yeah, you think it was spot on?
Inquisitor.
Before you is Service of the Minrathous Circle of Magi. You met him and his Venatori in the Western Approach. He admits to working for Corypheus, raising monsters, and using magic for conquest. He also used his connections to smuggle magical artifacts out of the Approach, without his master's consent.
Whether or not he's loyal to Corypheus has no bearing on his crimes.
I was hired by a third party. I've no loyalty to him. Might you find that useful, your worship?
I'm sorry, are you attempting to bargain with us?
Bargain? I plead. I throw myself on your mercy. I also have friends in Tevinter who owe me large debts.
Yes, he's trying to bargain.
Leave what happened in the approach behind us, Inquisitor, and I can put them all at your disposal.
Someone who can smuggle magical artifacts to Tevinter and back shouldn't be wasted on court diplomacy. Bring those artifacts back to the Inquisition. Procure something really useful, and we might loosen the shackles.
Your worship knows value when she sees it. I won't disappoint.
That's just a sleepy ghosty there for you, Amon.
I tracked that Venatori mage back to Adamant Fortress. They're looking at assault options now in the war room.
Thanks for coming.
You did well, Varric. The Inquisitor is just who we need.
Just.
Oh, it's been great. Murderous Wardens, Archdemon attacks, plenty of blood mages and crazy Templars. Just like home.
I know how much you hated leaving Kirkwall.
This is the ass end of Thedas. You know they eat snails here? Still, I think I need to finish this out. If it weren't for me and Bartrand, none of this would have happened. So much for changing our lives.
That's what happens when you try to change things. Things change.
That's what happens when you try to change things. Things change. 10 out of 10. Knowledge. Knowledge.
Adamant Fortress has stood against the Darkspawn since the time of the Second Blight.
Fortunately for us, that means it was built before the age of modern siege equipment. A good trebuchet will do major damage to those ancient walls. And thanks to our Lady Ambassador...
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her sabers. They've already delivered the trebuchets.
That is the good news. And the bad news? Erimond called the ritual at the western approach a test. He may already be raising his army of demons in the fortress.
The Inquisition forces can breach the gate, but if the Wardens already have their demons...
I found records of Adamant's construction. There are choke points we can use to limit the field of battle.
That's good. We may not be able to defeat them outright. But if we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden Commander Clarel.
Warden Commander Clarel.
So our plan is to lay siege to a legendary fortress filled with demons.
It'll be hard fought, no way around it. But we'll get that gate open.
It's also possible that some Wardens may be sympathetic to our cause.
The warriors may be willing to listen to reason, though I doubt they will turn against Clarel directly. The mages, however, are slaves to Corypheus. They will fight to the death.
We've built the siege engines and readied our forces, Inquisitor. Give the word, and we march on Adamant.
Give the word. Word has been given. Probably. You did add a bunch a couple weeks ago, so 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah. At the beginning of October.
Pull back! They're through!
All right, Inquisitor. You have your way in. Best make use of it. We'll keep the main host of demons occupied for as long as we can.
I'll be fine. Just keep the men safe.
We'll do what we have to, Inquisitor. Warden Stroud will guard your back. Hawk is with our soldiers on the battlements. He's assisting them until you arrive. There's too much resistance on the walls. Our men on the ladders can't get a foothold. If you can clear out the enemies on the battlements, we'll cover your advance.
Okay. Oh, I tried to get out of
there. Keep your distance!
The Inquisition is here to stop Clarel, not to kill Wardens. If you fall back, you won't be harmed.
All right. Our men will stay back. We want no part of this. Deal with Clarel as you must.
Deal with Clarel.
I had hoped some of the Wardens would listen to reason.
Colt, drink your little potion. Thank you. And now we refill. Rip.
Clear the area around the ladder. We're clear.
Soldiers are dying by the other ladders, though.
Always a pleasure.
Good work. Stay with my forces and see that they survive this.
I'll keep the demons off them as best I can.
Our soldiers up the ladder. Safely now.
I suggest we keep moving. Soldiers get tired, demons not so much.
Soldiers get tired, demons not so. Something, something, something. Right.
Fewer thanks to you. Orc saved a lot of lives on the battlements, Inquisitor.
Not all the Wardens have stood against us. Make a willing, we may be able to reason with
Wardens! We are betrayed by the very world we have sworn to protect.
The Inquisition is inside Clarel. We have no time to stand on ceremony.
These men and women are giving their lives, Magister. That might mean little in Tevinter, but for the Wardens, it is a sacred duty. Are you ready, Jaina?
I came to save people from the Blight.
And so you shall, child.
And to think, we sent Jaina.
Stop them! We must complete the ritual!
Chlorel, if you complete that ritual, you're doing exactly what Ehrman wants.
What? Fighting the Blight? Keeping the world safe from Darkspawn? Who wouldn't want that? And yes, the ritual requires blood sacrifice. Hate me for that if you must, but do not hate the Wardens for doing their duty!
We make the sacrifices no one else will. Our warriors die proudly for a world that will never thank them.
And then your Tevinter ally binds the mages to Corypheus!
Corypheus? But he's dead.
These people will say anything to shake your confidence, Chlorel.
Bring it through!
Of course.
Please! I have seen more than my share of blood magic. It is never worth the cost.
I trained half of you myself! Do not make me kill you to stop this madness!
Such shiny mustaches. It's only 10 years old. Or so.
Be ready with the ritual, Chlorel. This demon is truly worthy of your strength.
Blackpool, can you talk some sense into them?
You don't know me, but you may have heard my name. Like you, I've given my life to the Grey Wardens.
Like you.
The first time I put on this armor, I felt like I belonged. Like I was part of something honorable. Something with a purpose. I know how good that feels. How safe. But fighting and dying here today won't stop the Blight. If you want to stop the Blight, kill that bastard up there. His master is the living embodiment of its corruption.
Chlorel, we have come so far. You're the only one who can do this.
Perhaps we could test the truth of these charges to avoid more bloodshed.
Or perhaps I should bring in a more reliable ally. My master thought you might come here, Inquisitor. He sent me this to welcome you.
We need to close this freaking gate, yo. Stupid dragon. What is this? The Age of Dragons? Oh, wait. Perhaps. It's in the name. Haha. Oh, like you couldn't come up with something just as witty. Or maybe you couldn't. I don't know. Oh, of course. You're right. It couldn't possibly be the Age of Dragons and Dragon Age Inquisition. You're right. It's supposed to be the Age of the Monkey. That's probably it. Funky smart. She's pissed.
You've destroyed the Grey Wardens.
You did that to yourself, you stupid bitch. All I did was dangle a little power before your eyes, and you couldn't wait to get your hands bloody.
Why are you standing next to the edge when there's a dragon?
You could have served a new god.
I will never serve the Blight.
Oh. She survived that? Nope, 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 she did. Nope, wait, she's fine.
War, victory. In peace, vigilance.
We opened the door. The gateway for more.
falling.
If this is the afterlife, the Chantry owes me an apology. This sounds nothing like the Maker's bosom.
No. This is the Fade. But I'm stuck. I can't... Why can't I? This place is wrong. I made myself forget when I made myself real. But I know it wasn't like this.
It's not how I remember the Fade, either.
The first time I entered the Fade, it looked like a lovely castle filled with gold and silks.
Gold
I met a
and
marvelous
silks.
desire demon, as I recall. We chatted and ate grapes before he attempted to possess me. Perhaps the difference is that we are here physically. This is no one's dream.
The stories say you walked out of the Fade at Haven. Was it like this?
I don't know. I still can't remember what happened the last time I did this.
Well, whatever happened at Haven, we can't assume we're safe now. That huge demon was right on the other side of that rift Eramond was using. And there could be others.
In our world, the rift the demons came through was nearby, in the main hall. Can we escape the same way?
It beats waiting around for demons to find us, right? There. Let's go.
Is nobody gonna ask how Stroud and Hawk are gonna, like, right themselves up? No? Okay. They just went from, you know, standing on...
Wringing me out. Wrought right and rigid. I can't relax. Can't release.
It's all right, Cole. We'll get you out of here soon.
Thank you. It should be like home. It's not. This isn't me, not this part.
Poor Cole. I forgot he has such an adverse reaction to this place. I feel really bad.
That looks odd.
Oh yeah, I guess you can't hook a frickin' spirit and say, get over here, because they have no tangible body to hook. So I guess the question then is, how are you able to, like, smack them around with a sword? I mean, we have a special sword, but, you know.
Look around. Should we look around?
So, anytime you settle one of the, Dreamer's issues, they give you, stats. And that's something that is consistent across every single Dragon Age. Anytime you're in the Fade, if you do extra stuff, you will always get permanent stats to only the main character. Sadly. Because, like, obviously, we don't need magic on our character. We don't utilize it at all. And not only do we not utilize it, we don't utilize it either. Poor joke, pun. But that's okay. We're gonna chat with a lot of fun demons in here too. Maybe not fun, but demons for sure. Look, more magic. Oh boy, I really needed that. Ooh, a piece of candy.
by the Maker. Could that be?
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia. Back at Haven, I thought I saw... How can you be here?
She's not. I fear we face a spirit. Or a demon.
You think my survival impossible. Yet, here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves. In
Yourselves.
truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Really? How hard is it to answer one question? I'm a human, and you are...
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
The real Divine would have no way of knowing that I'd been made Inquisitor.
I know, because I have examined memories like yours, stolen by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror.
Growing fat?
The false calling that terrified the Wardens into making such grave mistakes? Its work.
I would gladly avenge the insult this nightmare dealt my brethren.
You will have your chance.
Of course.
Brave Warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself.
We will have a very
but
important decision to make this
within
stream.
For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads.
Whimper.
The nightmare has fed well.
How do we hurt it?
That's a little optimistic, isn't it?
You hurt it by escaping the Fade and leading your people against Corypheus.
That wasn't what I meant.
I know. But for now, it is the best answer I can give you. When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it. These are your memories, Inquisitor.
These are your memories, Inquisitor! Hooah!
What's going on here?
Run while you can! Warn them!
Bring forth the sacrifice.
Bring forth.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone, help me! What's going on here?
So, your mark did not come from Andraste. It came from the orb Corypheus used in his ritual.
Obviously.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
Upon you?
I never thought Andraste did this. I did this myself, through my actions. No maker required.
And now you may be certain. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you.
All that
you
it
have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here.
Oh, good.
You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
Something troubles you, Hawk.
I wondered if you might be concerned about the Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
I assumed he had taken their minds, as you have seen him do before. Come, we can argue after we escape this dark place.
Oh, I intend to.
Oh, he intends to.
Do you think that was truly the Divine?
Well, I have no idea. If its spirit is not acting like one, no demon would have been so helpful without asking something in return.
And the nightmare? From what she said, I don't look forward to meeting it.
It's nothing like me. I make people forget to help them. It eats their fears. I don't know if I could do that, but I don't. I don't want to. That's not me.
What do you think a fear tastes like? Spicy? Someone's gotta ask the weird questions. I guess it's me.
Ah, we have a visitor. Some silly little girl comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from her shoulders. You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think the pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel? The only one who grows stronger from your fears is me. But you are a guest here in my home, so by all means let me return what you have forgotten.
I expected worse.
These foes are likely but servants of the true demon.
Pity.
Oh, it's up there. Whose amulet is this? Blackwall. Oh, I got him. Okay. Next user. Do I want you to learn? I'm gonna make you explode other people outwards.
guessing those aren't friendly either.
Spiders? I hate spiders.
What is that?
It's a rage against the machine demon.
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition. Like Blackwall. There's nothing like a Grey Warden, and you are nothing like a Grey Warden.
I'll show you a Warden's strength, beast.
Again, the typical Mass Effect 3 Banshee scream.
Are you afraid, Cole? I can help you forget, just like you help other people. We're so very much alike, you and I.
No.
No. Simple as that. No.
Greetings, Dorian. It is Dorian, isn't it? For a moment, I mistook you for your father.
Rather uncalled for.
Rather uncalled for.
Did you think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god? Isabella is going to die, just like your family.
Small fears. Too small to shape the Fade themselves. Clinging to the nightmare. Feeding on the bits it leaves behind.
And of course, they look like giant spiders.
Spiders? That is not what I saw.
They want your fear, so they look how you feel.
What do you see then, sir?
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger.
Keep running!
Go!
Oh, there's still one more to find. No? Oh, there it is.
This is the breach back in Haven. That's how I escaped. The demon! Keep running! Ah! It was you. They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me. And then you. She died.
Yes.
So this creature is simply a spirit?
You don't say.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
Are you a memory of the Divine? A reflection?
If that is the story you wish to tell, it is not a bad one.
What we do know is that the mortal divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
As I said, the Grey Wardens responsible for that crime were under the control of Corypheus. We can discuss this further once we return to Adamant.
Assuming that the Wardens and their demon army didn't destroy the Inquisition while we were gone.
How dare you judge us? You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. But you'd ignore that, because you can't imagine a world without the Wardens, even if that's what we need.
The blood sings softly, it never stops, and then it's all they hear. We can't let them hurt more people.
What are you saying? You want to get rid of the Wardens? Everyone makes mistakes. They would have died to save us.
They might still be useful. What if Corypheus conjures another blight? You never know.
This debate can wait until we're out of danger.
Inquisitor.
The nightmare has found us.
Form up. I'm with you.
I mean, they're both right, but they're both wrong at the same time. Per the usual, everything in BioWare, it's like one extreme or another.
Should follow the Divine. Whatever she is our way out of here.
I think that's one thing I dislike the most about games with like big moral choices and things is you're forced to take such heavy stances, and I'm just like,
Warden Stroud, how must it feel to devote your whole life to the Wardens, only to watch them fall? Or worse, to know that you were responsible for their destruction? When the next blight comes, will they curse your name?
With the Maker's blessing, we will end this wretched beast.
We will end it.
Do you think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it. They are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you. Every fear come to life.
Ha ha ha. Oh, so if we just take care of you, we take care of everything.
They still remember when they were higher, before it woke up and everything fell.
Which way do I go so I can go the other way? This looks like it could be the wrong way. So we'll go until it looks like the right one. Or the left one. Well... poo. Down there is the wrong way. Left was right and right was wrong. Which means right was right and left was wrong. Popsicle sticks. Linguine with Alfredo. It's a message in a bottle. Oh no! Not the sleepies. Fight it! Fight it, Em. We don't want sleepies here, we want wakies. I can tell. Oh look, it's everyone's gravestone. Let's see. And their fears. Cole's despair. Blackwall himself. Iron Bull, madness. Vivienne, irrelevance. Varric became his parents. Cassandra, helplessness. Sarah, the nothing. Dorian, temptation. Soulless, dying alone. Monokuma did indeed write them. I think what's really sad, it is Monokuma, is that we will not get any more Danganronpa for the very far future. Yeah, you did. And that's what happens when an IP falls to a studio, but not the creative director. Actually, no, the studio doesn't even own it anymore. It's it's a company that owns it. And they won't allow the person who made Danganronpa to continue at all. Ever. Again. Currently.
Vast, but that's a big one. It feeds on our fear. Let it go hungry tonight.
The extreme action RPG one? Danganronpa 4? I don't know anything about that. Are you talking about like that board game or whatever? Like video game, board game-esque thing? Something, something, something. You'd have to toss it over to me. I know that the creative people have another game out that is not like Danganronpa, but it looks like Danganronpa simply because it's their creative direction. But it's an extreme action extreme action style game, and not at all what I'd like. Master Detective Archives. Yeah, that's essentially what they have to do. But the thing is, people want more from the Danganronpa universe. More so than just, like, a game by Spike Chunsoft. You know. I think that's the issue. You know. Yep. So they're able to do games like Danganronpa. It's just they can't do what made them, you know, popular, which is Danganronpa. Oh yeah, Spike Chunsoft has some good games, for sure. No, no Monokuma. Have you started V3 yet? I think it's V3. Good lord, you are bright.
You must get through the rift, Inquisitor. Get through, and then slam it closed with all your strength. That will banish the army of demons, and exile this cursed creature to the farthest reaches of the Fade.
The rift!
Oof.
We're almost there.
If you would, please tell Liliana. I am sorry. I fell for you too.
Alright, we're gonna need to get a decision here fairly soon. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, just know there's a decision coming up.
I grow fat on your fear. You are nothing.
Yes, actually. You like an enchilada or an enchilito? Or a chicken Kiev? Or some kife?
You will die in agony.
Well, you know what kife is.
They feed on fear!
No. That's exactly what you really wanted, I think. Top-notch kite.
cannot stand against me.
We need to clear a path! Go! I'll cover you. No, you were right. The Grey Wardens caused this. A Warden must... A Warden must help them rebuild. That's your job.
Alright, here's your decision. Who stays in the Fade? Hawk or Stroud? Who dies? An enchilada. Okay, got it. Did you Google what an enchilada was? To be honest, you saying Hawk doesn't tell me if he stays or goes. Because he could still answer both ways. What about you, Em? You got any thoughts? Or is your thought, choose the one we didn't? Let's kill him. Kill the meme. I mean, they did destroy his face. But that would make Varric sad that his only friend in this entire world is dead. I'm gonna argue no matter which way we go, by the way. Alright, are we sticking with Hawk dies? Of course it's up to me. Of course he would shout that.
Hawk.
Say goodbye to Varric for me. Always the maker.
He's dead. Well, that was quick. Always the maker damned spiders.
With the nightmare banished, Corypheus lost both his Warden mages and his demon army. But in the stories your soldiers will tell, their Inquisitor broke the spell with the Maker's blessing.
They need something to believe in.
They do indeed.
Inquisitor, the Archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons. We stand ready to help make up for Clarel's tragic mistake. We've seen no sign of Hawk since the ledge collapsed, Inquisitor. We assumed he was with you.
Hawk sacrificed his life to save us and strike a decisive blow against Corypheus. He gave his life not because he'd sworn an oath or been marked as special, but because someone had to do it.
Someone.
Stroud, you're the senior surviving Grey Warden. What do we do now?
You stay and do whatever you can to help. Stroud believes that the Wardens are worth saving, and I trust him. You're still vulnerable to Corypheus, and possibly his Venatori, but there are plenty of demons that need killing.
But they hurt people.
While they do that, I'll report to the Wardens at Weishaupt. We won't be caught off guard by Corypheus again.
Corypheus again.
Thank you, your worship. We will not fail you.
Poor Cole.
Make her watch over your Inquisition. It has been an honor.
By the way, it's almost the exact same phrasing if Hawk lives instead. It's just Hawk saying them. And then he goes to report off to Weishaupt. By the way, Stroud and Hawk, you don't see again.
One final report. He's on his way to Weishaupt.
This is the last you see of him in the game.
As for the Grey Wardens, they are fighting demons and Red Templars while staying clear of Venatori. Hugh dealt Corypheus a significant blow in
No, literally no difference.
The Grey Wardens carry respect in other nations. If we spread word that the Inquisition has their support...
We may gain standing with nations that have suffered under the Blight. I will take the matter to Josephine. You took an army from Corypheus, but that will matter little if Orlais falls into chaos. All arrangements have been made for the ball in Halam Shiral. Let us know when you are ready to proceed.
Well, technically, you still either killed off a character you literally played the entire second game, or you killed off somebody you just met.
Remind me what we know about the plot against Selene.
The Venatori are planning some kind of attack on the Imperial Court. Corypheus may even be fueling the conflict between the Empress and her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard. If we warn Selene, she may prove a most valuable ally against Corypheus.
But did you look at the Enchiritos?
I'll go as soon as I am able.
Good. Cullen, Josephine, and I will discuss the best way to gain an audience with the Empress.
I'm pretty sure an enchilada is just a South Park made-up food, but you know what? Who cares?
What was she like? Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
She seemed calm, serene even, and she guided us the whole way through.
That does sound like her.
Ah, there we go.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, I'm sorry, I failed you too.
Oh.
Oh. Hey, so it is a real thing.
I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you.
Ah, let's discuss this further. Oh, no? Okay. Turn in a bunch of research. wait for it to just start populating right here. There it is. Oh, sorry, wrong sign. Dorian.
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius' son. He went to the Magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed.
Glowing.
No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was?
He's dead. The Blight caught up with him.
He's dead.
Are you alright?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
Were the two of you...
Felix and I? What an odd question.
What an odd question.
I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life, by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome.
He was a better person, but I'm dashingly
Felix
handsome.
wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
Quest? Quest? Quest?
There is something I wish to discuss, Inquisitor.
Just jumps off the second floor. Quest?
My Lady Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have
Indeed,
news
the
regarding
Debenois.
your companions, the Tevinter.
Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. It's nothing like that. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas, out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
He's mentioned his family. They don't appear to be on good terms.
Yes. I believe you're correct. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
Are you sure this isn't some kind of trap? I mean, the secrecy.
Let it occur to me. What if it is a plot of those mages, the Venatori? Another reason to put this in your hands, Inquisitor. I pray that isn't the case. But if it is, you are far better equipped than I to respond
Far
to such
better equipped.
treachery.
Just what kind of meeting do they have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhere private, away from Skyhold, but not in Tevinter. You make them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
What happens if Dorian doesn't agree?
Hopefully that will be the end of it. If not, well, that's why you should be there.
If not, well, don't kill them?
Why would his family contact you?
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent. These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care for me. Thus I come to you. If any good can come of this, we must try.
They don't want Dorian to know. That seems odd.
They believe the young man would refuse, and the letter implies he'd have cause. Yet, they are remorseful for whatever came before. This is a chance for dialogue. There is deceit in bringing the young man to this meeting without his foreknowledge, I know. But does it not lead to a greater kindness if there is potential for reconciliation?
If you think I'm going to trick Dorian into meeting his family...
I feared you might say that. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I pray you change your mind, Inquisitor. Perhaps their letter will persuade you. If there is any chance of success in this, it behooves us to act.
It behooves us to act. Well, let's go talk to Dorian. Make a man.
You have remarkably little here on early Tevinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda.
Trite.
But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
And that's the Dorian I know, critiquing every book in my library.
I wouldn't have to, if you could find some rebellious heretic archivist to join the cause.
Are there rebellious archivists? Other than you, that is.
If Corypheus ever starts burning masterworks of literature, I'm sure a few will pop up. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
What else could it be about? What happened at Adamant, of course. We went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
I learned a surprising amount. What happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, for one.
Regained your memories. That's good, then.
I think so.
You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
You're right. I was fortunate.
Indeed. Although there is cause for concern. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus' real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
The luster would come right off.
Something you need?
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
My father. I see. And what does Magister Hallwood want, pray tell?
Magister Hallwood.
A meeting.
Show me this letter.
Show me.
I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
That would be hard to do while I stood there.
He expects me to travel with Mother Giselle, although Maker knows why he'd think I would. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with the message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Just a little bit, though.
Interesting turn of phrase. But you're correct. They don't care for my choices, nor I for theirs.
Because you wouldn't get married? Because you left?
That too.
Let's go meet this retainer.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimon Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
Many places felt the pain of Adamant. You will answer for a great deal.
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear. Not just Corypheus, but Tevinter, rightful ruler of every piece of ground you trod in your pathetic life. I serve the living God. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
Glory!
Since death is a validation for you, I will delay it. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, you'll spend the rest of your days in the deepest, darkest hole you can find.
We shall see which of us outlives our legacy, Inquisitor.
I'm pretty sure that's what I did to him last time, too. Because he wants to die. Okay. So don't. Wait, what? Alright, we got a second one. Let's go. Now who are we judging?
Another of the lingering pains of Adamant, your worship. Ruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
You're very serious about this. Is more death the answer?
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
You feel your life is over? There's a place for such wardens. Ruth, you'll go to the deep roads. Your death may be as quick as you choose.
This sends no message. This is just an end.
Nope. Alright. Okay. Just trying to think of what to do. quest-wise. Gotta do that. Ignoring that one. Still need more of that. We got the Rash Vine. Close that. What quests do we have in the inner circle? Working on that. Working on that. We're gonna do that in a second. We'll do that soon. Do that eventually. Still looking for those. Still working on that. Had to go back to the hinterlands. Had to go to Val Royale. Gotta do that. Close this. Okay. Ugh. Alright, we still gotta do that. Go.
Any news on why Corypheus is sending people to explore elven ruins of all things? No, I suspect he keeps the reason secret, even from his inner circle.
Okay, look at that. Jesus.
All right.
Inquisitor.
Got a new area. We're not gonna go to Empress du Léon just yet. First, we're gonna re-equip ourselves. Okay, this is there. Ah, Dorian. Bloodwake. Trash. Trash. Blackwall. Let's give this stuff to Cassandra. Oh, she already had that. Nice. Coal. Nothing. And then get rid of these. Armor for coal. Yeah, didn't think so. Blackwall. Didn't think so. Any helmets? Oh, but for Dorian there is, yes. Can't use that yet. Cool. Accessories. Trash. Trash. Garbo. Garbo, Garbo. Lots and lots of Garbo. Do, 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 do. Nice. Boom, 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 boom. I will go and speak with everybody else around the area. because we can. Probably work on some cleanup. Alright, go to sell, go to our valuables. Alright, let's talk with Solus. I talked to all our friends for quests and things. Exactly.
I cannot believe the Grey Wardens could even conceive of such a plan. To seek out these old gods deliberately in some bizarre attempt to preempt the Blight.
And calling the army of demons. That's my favorite part.
The demons are nothing. They're a tool.
A tool that would have let Corypheus ride roughshod over most of Orlais.
Even if they hadn't, the entire idea is wrong. The Blight is not something one smugly outsmarts. Forgive me. The entire idea is...
Idea. The entire idea. Oh, you're done. Okay.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye. I highly doubt Vivienne will have anything to say to us either, but we'll go speak with her in a second. Varric! Oh, he's sad. His best friend.
Did I ever tell you about the time Hawk was on a merchant guild hit list? Hawk's uncle got into an investment scheme with a couple of merchant caste businessmen. They took a lot of people's coin in order to arrange the import of wandering hills from the Anderfells. A delicacy, I'm told. Their weird, foreign foodstuffs arrived alive, and one of them, true to its name, wandered off in the middle of the night. Shit. The guild traced the shipments to Hawk's uncle, but as usual, he was so far in debt he couldn't see daylight. So, they went after Hawk instead. They sent guys from the local carter to Hawk's estate one night. 5 big dusters, armed to the teeth. They kick in the door, and Hawk yells, "You're just in time," and drags them over to a game of Wicked Grace. They played 2 hands of cards before the city guard showed up to take them away. A couple of them became regulars in our weekly game. Hawk just had that effect on people. I always wanted to tell that one. Thanks. I guess I've got some letters to write. Isabella should know. Excuse me.
Oof. Poor Isabella.
Sorry, I really need to write some letters. Another time, all right?
Those bands who impose the toll? We're supplying them now. I knew you were aware of it. Hostile purchase of the trademarks that kept them in food and arrows.
I never think about the arrows.
You walked physically through the Fade. Please tell me what you remember. We were chased through the dark by a swarm of demons.
What classification of demons? What sort of domain? I don't suppose you'd know that, would you? Pity. No one else has physically entered the Fade since the Magisters assaulted the Golden City. Oh, I'm positively envious right now.
Positively nope, that's all. Okay. Vivienne, you are the least interesting of people. Pardon, skip that. Thank you. Thank God it was a soft landing. It was only my bones.
You got your wish, sort of.
Right.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Trying to outdo Varric's next literary masterpiece?
I haven't his talent for blabber.
I haven't.
As if written by a dim-witted child. Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I wasn't there, but others were. Their accounts must be recorded.
Fair enough. Just be careful what you write.
Do not be concerned. I am a poor writer, but not unaware of the weight my words might carry.
I am a poor writer, don't worry. My shit will be tossed. Like a sneeze in a cloud.
I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the divine. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her. Yet even so...
Do you really think it might have been her? A ghost?
A ghost. A remnant of her hopes and memories. Her lingering will to do good. Those things are all possible. Nobody knows for certain what happens after we die. A spirit could have assumed her form, but why? It helped you, as Justinia herself would have.
Perhaps it doesn't matter what she really was, then.
It matters to me, to what I must write. I wish I'd seen her, seen it. I feel so inadequate trying to interpret.
I believe it was the Divine. She helped us one last time.
I hope that's true. I want to believe it.
So do it.
When they told me you were physically in the Fade, I was terrified for you. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
No more. No less. Frick. I don't want to be in here. Mark.
Planning troop movements now.
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste changed that, as did the Blights. As for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
We make the world a better place.
Because everyone agrees on what better means. I know I want a world where people trust the Chantry and that trust is respected. I want to respect tradition, but not fear change. I want to right past wrongs, but not avenge them. And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
Even if they're not right, they're certainly admirable.
Some would disagree. They would call it heresy.
That didn't sound like the ravings of a heretic, Cassandra.
Perhaps not. But it takes precious little effort to paint even an act of compassion as damaging.
Compassion.
Tell me, what guides you? You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
You almost sound like you admire me.
I absolutely do. I may not always agree with your decisions, but how many could do what you have done? You were a prisoner, accused and reviled, yet you've emerged from every trial victorious. The Maker's grace does not make you immortal. You live or die by your own hand. That is worthy of admiration.
I do what must be done. What other choice is there?
The demands of the moment.
Exactly.
Think of it. Like Andraste long ago, once again the fate of Thedas will be determined by a woman. It makes me proud to know you.
I hope we can call each other friends.
I hope so too. We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I'm glad you're here.
Yes. Are we done talking?
Is there anything you need?
I want to talk to you about the cure for tranquility.
It's not a cure. Not truly. Mages who were once tranquil lose all control over their emotions. They become irrational, unable to focus. Perhaps that state eventually passes and they can be helped, but it will take time to investigate.
But you are going to look into it.
That is my intent. I would not want news of a cure to spread until we know for certain we can help these people. Once we have that, however, then I will spread the word myself.
Yeah. It's a fur. It's a fur baby. Everyone say hi. Hi. Are you done sitting on my lap? Are you done being paraded on the internet? Do you want me to let you down, or are you having fun? You're not really trying to struggle to get out, you little fluffy tummy. You can let me show you off every now and then, right, buddy? The other one wants in now. Sir? Oh, okay. He was just like, let him out. I want him to leave that room. Jeez.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
I wondered why all Skyhold seemed suddenly brighter.
What's been going on?
Ambassador Montelier sent me a basket of flowers to thank me for my work with the Inquisition. She's so lovely.
What's been going...
Varric came by to talk. He told me a story about copper marigolds.
I have...
This'll take it.
On your time.
Inquisitor.
And you are?
The bartender. Cabin?
Just the bartender.
You were expecting...
I was expecting the same face from Haven.
It's not a hereditary profession. I think Fleesa... what was it? She joined the Chantry? I don't understand the type, but that's her business. So...
What's the word out there?
Well, they once wore, now togs, now fashionable hats. Now they've seen something shiny.
Okay.
As you
Oh, there you are. Bull.
Inquisitor, come, have a drink. To killing a high dragon like warriors of legend.
And now I have the bowling ball.
What exactly am I supposed to be drinking?
Maras lok.
And what does that mean?
It means drink.
I know, right? Put some chest on your chest.
Put some chest on your
right
chest.
Before it spat fire. And that roar. What I wouldn't give to roar like that.
Rawr.
The way the ground shook when it landed. The smell of the fires burning. Tarsidathan Halsam. You know, Kunari hold dragons sacred. Well, as much as we hold anything sacred. Here, your turn.
That thing you just said, you shouted it during the
Uh-huh.
fight, too. What does it mean?
Oh, Tarsidathan Halsam. Closest translation would be, I will bring myself sexual pleasure later, while thinking about this with great respect.
Ah.
You shouted that while it was breathing fire at us.
I know, right?
There's a phrase for you, Ahmad.
Yes, the second cup's easier. Most of the nerves in your throat are dead after the first one.
Rip.
Atashi. The glorious ones. That's our word for them. Atashi.
Why do you think the Gunari think of dragons that way?
Well, you know how we have horns. We kind of look more dragony than most people. Maybe it's that.
No, you look more
A
horny.
few of the Ben Hasrath have this crazy old theory. See, the Tamasrans control who we mate with. They breed us for jobs like you'd breed dogs or horses. What if they mixed in some dragon a long time ago? Maybe drinking the blood, maybe magic, I don't know. But something in that dragon we killed spoke to me.
It's a shame we had to kill the dragon.
Damn good fight. Dragons are the embodiment of raw power. But it's all uncontrolled. Savage. So, they need to be destroyed. Taming the wild. Order out of chaos. Have another drink. Nice. To dragons.
To finding the biggest, baddest things in the world and showing them that we're badder.
Anan.
Banana. Banana.
I don't know. Again.
Wait, there are two Cassandras on the screen. There are two Cassandras on the screen. What the fuck?
Come on. This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen. Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Kunari training exercise to master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant. Sounded big.
Oh, okay.
Can you explain why I'm supposed to hit you with this stick?
Probably, if I try. It'd involve a lot of Kunari words, though. Just hit me with the stick, all right? I need to get over this demon crap.
All right.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
You fought in that siege. Every demon at Adamant wanted to tear you in half.
I bet, you
demon assholes!
Ya demon assholes! What are you, Scottish?
That's right. Iron fucking bull! I needed that. Thanks, boss.
You like it? Okay.
And that works for you.
Yep.
All right then.
All right then.
You heard what they did out there? At Adam.
Heard what went on in that Fade thing? What you think went on? Can't even start to believe that business.
I think a lot of people are having trouble with what went on there.
People going on about visions and piss when real people are gone. Dead, probably. Hawk, yeah? Lost a champion. And in trade, a busted down bunch of Wardens. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But Wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
A lot happened in Denerim. What did you see?
People talked a lot about this one Warden. There was a big fight and they died, or... I don't know. Maybe they didn't.
The hero of Ferelden. You forget the hero of Ferelden.
That was ages ago. 10 years. I was playing with small painted boxes and burying stuff I stole. I remember more people cringing about magic than Blight. Wardens were an excuse for your stuff to go missing. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the adamant ones. Need more like him.
Need more like him.
Your wish is something, something.
Get out of here.
I'll be back.
Go on.
I really don't like her. Like, she's quirky and everything, but like, I don't know.
True enough.
What did I tell you? Thank you.
No. But you like demons. I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings. It isn't abuse if I ask. Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic.
Academic.
He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
Why would you want Solus to bind you?
So I'm safe. If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages. And then... I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
A mage using blood magic could conceivably do that to any one of us, human or demon.
You should ask Solus to bind you too. And then someone can bind him.
We'll find a way to keep you safe without binding you, Cole.
I have a suggestion, if Cole is ready to listen. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summoned from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman. Good. They will not take me.
Good. Whew. He's in a bad mood.
It started out helping, taking the fear away. I won't take too much. I am not that.
What did you think about what happened at Adamant?
What do you want to hear?
The nightmare said terrible things to all of us. You included.
It said it was like me. No, I was like it. Worse, a lie, twisted to hurt unless it isn't. I help the hurt, then make them forget so I fly free. It steals their fear, gloating, gluttonous. I don't make them forget for me. It's for them, easier for them, but it's for me too, so I can wash clean. I'm not like it. I'm not. I'm me. And if I'm not, you'll stop me. You'll kill me.
If you start hurting innocent people, I'll kill you.
Good. Before was wrong. But that was when I didn't know. I can't not know again. No one gets hurt because of me. Please.
You saw the divine, or the spirit acting like her. What did you think she was?
Yep.
Helpful.
That isn't an answer.
It was hers. Spirits aren't able to do what I do, but I can. I am me. She was her, whatever she was.
You seemed to be uncomfortable in the Fade.
Yes, wrought, right and rigid. Can't relax, can't release. Shouldn't have been there like that. Like looking at a picture of yourself, but you're a picture too. I wanted to flit, fly, flow back to freedom, but frozen instead. Frightened. Not like that. It should be like me.
What did you think of the fortress itself?
It scared me before. I couldn't feel through the fear. This time it was sad. Too much pain, darkness. They die in waves against the wall, bleeding, but the blood inside is the same. No one should live there. Bad things happen.
What did you think of the Grey Wardens?
They obeyed orders to hurt people they were supposed to protect. They were like the bad Templars. You should have banished them.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
What do you mean? Alright, there's one more to talk to. Well, we'll talk to you again if you want to.
What's been good?
Madame de Fer said hello to me. Yeah, that's probably what...
Nothing. My ankles. My cankles. My rudimentary Dracos. I don't know.
He's a hammer, smashing everything.
No, nope, that's Master Dinner.
Inquisition?
Farewell.
Make...
Blackwall? Oh, there you are.
Someone I knew once described adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. None of the Wardens we saw wavered. They gave their lives willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
And that's why he has to die.
You'll get no argument from me. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
Don't think of what went wrong. Think of their intentions, their sacrifice. Honor their selflessness.
Clarel made mistakes, but she was a great woman. And she died a great woman. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a Warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
I mean, there's a couple other things to it other than that, but, you know, whatever. How much money do we got? 71 thou. Not that bad. Alright, let's look through our horses. That we never use. Okay. And our Dracolisks. And our hearts. And then, of course, our exotics. I think I'm gonna go with a sharp-tailed Dracolisk.
That'll do fine.
Okay. Hello, Blackwolf.
At your service.
Nope. You got nothing else to talk to me about. Okay, sir.
Nothing right now.
Alright. I got two things to do here in the hinterlands. One is to go here. One is to go here. One is to go up there. One is to go over here. Ugh, there's so much to do here. Ugh. Oh! Alright. Oh, it hurts. But I have no context right now. Oh no!
Good day.
How many more days did you do today?
Good day. This isn't going to go away if we don't talk about it, Mother. If I'm a mage, I have to learn how
It does. Right. No worries.
Uh-oh.
Good
Here.
night.
This doesn't bode well.
Dorian.
Thanks for staying up as late as you could.
So the whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
Then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvis couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father? Ambush? Kidnapping? A warm family reunion?
This is how it has always been.
Considering you lied to get him here, Dorian has every right to be furious.
You don't know the half of it.
but maybe you should.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
That's a big concern in Tevinter, then.
Only if you're trying to live up to an impossible standard. Every Tevinter family is intermarrying to distill the perfect mage, perfect body, perfect mind. The perfect leader. It means every perceived flaw, every aberration is deviant and shameful. It must be hidden.
I'll need you to explain that.
Did I stutter? Men and the company thereof as in sex. Surely you've heard of it.
This is not exactly news, Dorian.
Why should it be? Why should anyone care? I have no idea.
This display is uncalled for.
This display?
It is called for. You called for it by luring me here.
This is not what I wanted.
I'm never what you wanted, Father. Or had you forgotten?
So that's what all of this is about? Who you sleep with?
That's not all it's about.
Dorian, please. If you'll only listen to me.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words. But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the rest of his life? You tried to change me.
I only wanted what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you. For your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
I think it's time we left.
I agree.
With the fact that that, like, sound effect happened so fast, I was afraid the game crashed. Because it, like, started and stopped. I was like, uh-oh.
He's a good man, my father. Deep down. He taught me principle is important. He cares for me in his way, but he won't ever change. I can't forgive him for what he did. I won't.
He tried to change you.
Out of desperation. I wouldn't put on a show, marry the girl, keep everything unsavory, private and locked away. Selfish, I suppose. Not to want to spend my entire life screaming on the inside. He was going to do a blood ritual. Alter my mind. Make me acceptable. I found out. I left.
Acceptable.
Are you all right?
No, not really. Thank you for bringing me out there. Even if it didn't work out. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
I think you're very brave.
Brave?
It's not easy to abandon tradition and walk your own path.
At any rate, time to drink myself into a stupor. It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime, if you've a mind.
I don't know what you think you're doing.
I'm being clucked at by a hen, evidently.
Don't play the fool with me, young man.
If I wanted to play the fool, I could be rather more convincing, I assure you.
Your glib tongue does you no credit.
Glib
You'd be
tongue.
surprised at the credit my tongue gets me, Your Reverence.
Wink, wink. She's outraged.
Oh,
What's going on here?
It seems the revered mother is concerned about my undue influence over you.
It is just concern. Your worship, you must know how this looks.
You might need to spell it out, my dear.
This man is of Tevinter. His presence at your side, the rumors alone.
What's wrong with him being from Tevinter, specifically?
I'm fully aware that not everyone from the Imperium is the same.
How kind of you to notice. Yet still you bow to the opinion of the masses.
The opinion of the masses is based on centuries of evidence. What would you have me tell them?
The truth?
The truth is I do not know you, and neither do they. Thus, these rumors will continue.
There's no cause for concern, Your Reverence.
With all due respect, you underestimate the effect this man has on the people's good opinion.
Do the people know how he's helped the Inquisition?
See, I meant no disrespect, Inquisitor. Only to ask after this man's intentions. If you feel he is without ulterior motive, then I humbly beg forgiveness of you both.
Only because I intervene, though.
Well, that's something.
This sort of thing happens often, does it?
More than anyone tells you. No one knows their own reputation.
Until someone helpfully informs them.
There is that. She meant well, if that's of any concern. I should ask, do the rumors bother you?
I wish they wouldn't disparage you. They don't know you.
They know you even less than they know me. Perhaps it's odd to say, but I think of you as a friend, Inquisitor. I have precious few friends. I didn't think to find one here.
Yes.
Don't speak. I detest confessions, and I'd like to get this over with. Allow me to say I'll stand beside you, against Corypheus, my countrymen, or spurious rumor, so long as you'll have me.
Well, okay. Another quest? From who this time? Is it Fiona? No, you don't have quit.
I'm told you gave the Grey Wardens another chance, Inquisitor. Would I have done the same, I wonder? Forgiveness can be difficult. I hope the Order values what you've done and gives you no reason to regret it.
No reason to regret. Is that a person up there? No. But it looks like the quest is below us? Okay. Yay! Very quest.
Looking for someone to talk your ear off? I think I can oblige.
I read your tale of the...
That's a pretty common reaction. I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or... what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Your name is Bianca.
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
Any friend of Varric's is welcome here.
Be careful saying things like that. Some of his friends you don't want to meet. Ancestors, you're tall. If this Inquisitor gig doesn't work out, you could make a killing getting things off high shelves.
I already
Bianca's
do
got a
that.
lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartrand's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a deep roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the Tig?
Navigating the deep roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, darkspawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
If it's such a secret, how do you know about it, Bianca?
I told her. Right after the expedition, I wrote and told Bianca what we found. I had artifacts that needed buyers, and she had more contacts that would pay for them. Plus, I owed her.
You can get there from Orlais. It's a long way to the free marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such. Some of them on purpose.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire, went to every corner of the continent, maybe further. In theory, you can get to any tide using the deep roads, but in practice, there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
Well, shit. What a apt name for
have the strength of treaties to judge a true Grey Warden.
the start.
Inquisitor.
Do you have insight into this?
Tell you what. Who better, right? A good dwarf. Bet.
Alright, so you may have noticed we've been finding like random mosaics on maps. Well, they actually like turn into pictures and shit and have something meaning something. Either way. Actually, no. Oh my god, cat's attacking my door. Which one is it? It was... Lucia's at the door. Yay! Alright.
Your worship.
I think we'll just grab all these multi-hour ones and then we'll just call it a day. Or something like that. Seems like a good idea.
Let's see what we have. What happened in Adamant is a shame.
I'm still reeling over the army of demons. Imagine what would have happened if the Inquisitor hadn't arrived.
Inquisitor.
Alrighty then. I think that this is where we're going to call it for today, and we will pick up with this again on Thursday. So, anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and until the next time, everybody, stay funky, people.